From Dre Magic falling for a fake tweet to spending so much unproductive time online this offseason, here's how Draymond Green has called out Kevin Garnett. Yeah, that tweet was from a fake account, but who's gonna tell Green? You see, he's known for his fierce defense, his no-holds-barred podcast, That One Punch. And now he'll be known for being one of the most gullible NBA players. The thing is, the sports side of the app has been chaotic ever since Twitter started the paid verification system, because now the verified users pose as legitimate sources and post real-time news, and it has caught a lot of athletes off guard. Dre's the latest victim of it, because he fell right into the trap. He saw a tweet from an account named NBA Central. Now, obviously, this is a fake account, and it's a troll account for NBA Central. The Central account falsely quoted NBA legend Kevin Garnett and gave Garnett's opinion on that punching incident between Green and Jordan Poole in 2022. The tweet said Dre punching JP was like a senior punching a freshman who's half his size. Heck, fake Garnett even told Green to "come try me, Dre." Now, Green, being a smart guy, should have pointed out that it was a fake account and that KG would never say something like this. I mean, why would he? But what did Dre do? He responded to that tweet and attacked Kevin. Oh yeah, without even reading the tweet properly or without even thinking about it clearly for a second. Draymond, as vocal as he is about everything in the world, mentioned KG's official account and responded by reminding him of the time when he disrespected Green in his rookie days. Dre even said that, "I tried you when I was a rookie," and made it sound like Garnett isn't a good man or something. I mean, the guy was already getting loads of media attention before this, because he made some comments regarding the incident with JP on the Pat Bev podcast with Roan, and the media didn't like those comments at all. But another controversial incident happens to our guy, and it seems like he loves making the headlines every day, because that's how he likes passing his time. I mean, as smart as he is on the court, he could have easily avoided the situation. But no, and what did you think Garnett would do? He responded to the tweet from the fake account and made his concerns known. Now, obviously, he read the response from Dre after that fake tweet, but he decided not to respond to Green, and instead made his case with the owner of the company, Elon Musk. KG mentioned Musk in his tweet and said, "See what the f*** is happening, fix it." On the other hand, Green quickly realized that it was a misleading tweet in the first place and deleted it without wasting any time. But what he didn't realize is that KG had already seen that tweet and responded to it as well. Now, that must be very embarrassing for Draymond. I mean, imagine yourselves being in that situation. It's embarrassing, folks. Now, Elon, being a busy individual these days, as he's looking to transform Twitter into a completely different app, had no time to respond to KG. Or maybe he hasn't found the time to respond to it yet. But whatever it is, the guy really should fix this thing, because the app's blue checkmark has completely lost its credibility. The checkmarks were very important for an account on Twitter not so long ago, because it meant that the person with the checkmark was some kind of public figure or an organization. And it also meant that the account had enough weight and credibility in their industry. That's why they've got this blue checkmark. But that hasn't been the case since Elon took over, because he removed all the checkmarks from accounts and started charging a fee from them to get it back. Now, this did get a negative response from celebrities all over the world, but eventually, a lot of them started paying for it. Still, the thing is, not everyone who subscribes to Twitter Blue will get a checkmark, because even Musk has set criteria for it. But the NBA Central fake account did fall under that criteria, because it had a blue checkmark on it, and that's what fooled Green in the first place. The actual NBA Central account has 1.2 million followers on Twitter and consistently breaks relevant news regarding basketball. Now, KG did ask Elon to fix all this, and the good thing is that he did. The NBA Central account was suspended after the incident, and so Dre must have breathed a sigh of relief, but not for long, because their admin made another account under the same name, and now they're ready to fool us once again. Who knows when this will stop? But Dre's calling out of KG did get some reaction, specifically from his fellow athlete, Kevin Durant. Now, KD's really good when it comes to the humorous side of things, and he is just as vocal as Dre. So, the guy doesn't need any reason to give his opinion on something, and the same thing happened this time around. Even though Green deleted his tweet after realizing it was from a fake account, it still garnered a reaction from his former teammate, Durant. He replied to Draymond's tweet and mentioned God, asking him to do something about this. I mean, his response was just hilarious. Who mentions God in a tweet? Does he even use Twitter? Probably not, but Durant made sure to make his case with him. And his hilarious tweet also got some funny responses from NBA fans, because they couldn't believe the guy actually mentioned God in a tweet. Heck, one fan even said KD's a trip. It's clear, folks, everyone just loves KD's humor, and they're in awe of it every time he posts a tweet. Draymond sure did bring out the best of KD on Twitter, but he isn't new to social media feuds, because the guy recently started a beef with Jordan Poole's dad. Yeah, right before he made the headlines for this fake tweet thing, he was already garnering responses on social media for what he said about JP's dad, as if punching Poole wasn't enough for him. So, now he's going after his dad. Dre appeared on Patrick Beverley's podcast recently, and he talked about that punch in 2022's practice session. While he declined to talk clearly about why he did it, he did say that Poole provoked him into punching him because he said something or did something bad to him. He said he doesn't just hit people, and that the incident was a result of a dialogue. In a way, that's true, because he usually doesn't hit people. Instead, he stomps on them or kicks them in the groin. But Poole's father didn't like the way he talked about the incident, and so he took to Twitter and said Green's soft as Whoa. Now that was maybe taking things too far, but the elder Poole said Dre never apologized for it to him or to his wife, and that he avoided him all season. Now, if there's one thing that Draymond loves other than basketball, it's getting into social media beef, because exactly 12 hours later, he fired back at Poole's dad. He said it's impossible for him to avoid Poole or his dad in the same arena for a year, and that he always goes and visits his family in the family room each game, so he sees him basically every game day. Plus, he also warned Mr. Poole, saying he should stop using these words, because they don't sit well among men. Now, I'm no basketball expert, and I don't know anything about the Warriors' friends and family section, but it seems like Green could be avoiding talking to his dad while still being in his presence. What doesn't seem possible is Mr. Poole engaging in a fistfight with Dre over his interview in a podcast. Now that's something that's never gonna happen. But clearly, his comments weren't well received by JP's dad, because he only tweeted twice in the past year before taking it up with the player online. Now, whatever he does in the offseason is his choice, but do you really think what he's doing is right? Because he's spending too much time online this offseason, and all these feuds aren't looking good for him. While all the other players are enjoying their well-deserved break from basketball, Green's on to something else. Like, everyone knows Steph's cashing in his break and is enjoying golf this offseason, and he's killing it, by the way. Plus, Klay Thompson's also probably sailing somewhere with his dog, but it seems like Dre's thing is his podcast, and joining other people's podcasts too. But can he at least try not to antagonize any more people this summer? I'm sure fans can't wait to see him back in action on the court, but is it too much to ask Draymond to slow down a little bit and stay calm? I think it isn't too much. So, there you have it, folks. From spending so much unproductive time online this offseason, to Dre Magic falling for a fake tweet, this was how the Warriors star called out Kevin Garnett.